Globalization is one of the most important processes in human history. If you look around you, at the clothes you wear, the phone or computer you use, the cars on the street, or the food in your fridge, most of them exist because of global trade. For thousands of years, people discovered it is more efficient to exchange goods than to produce everything themselves, and trade gradually connected the entire planet. Economically, globalization seems very beneficial because it allows countries to sell products in larger markets and buy goods from anywhere in the world. However, history shows that true globalization has existed only in a few periods, and almost all eventually ended. A stable global economy requires shared rules that limit the power of national elites, and political leaders are not always willing to accept these limits. That is why major waves of globalization appeared only when economic interests and political power aligned, such as during the Roman Empire or later during European colonial expansion, when powerful states imposed trade systems across vast regions. Another major wave came after the Industrial Revolution, when railways, steamships, and the telegraph made global trade much faster. But rising tensions eventually led to the First World War and a period of protectionism. After the Second World War, globalization returned, and the strongest wave began in the late 1980s after the collapse of the Soviet bloc, when the world seemed to move toward a unified global economy. This brought many benefits. Companies reduced costs by moving production to countries with cheaper labor, products became more affordable, and millions of people in developing countries escaped poverty. Yet not everyone benefited. Many workers in developed nations lost jobs and inequality increased. After the financial crisis of 2008, the pace of globalization slowed, more countries raised trade barriers, and production began returning closer to home. The pandemic accelerated this trend, and the world now seems to be fragmenting into rival economic blocs, which could mean higher costs, inflation, and slower growth. Still, globalization has never completely disappeared. Throughout history, it has usually returned in a new form after crises and conflicts. The real question today is not whether globalization will continue, but what its next form will look like. Do you think globalization will keep expanding, or is the world moving towards stronger competition between major economic powers? Write your opinion in the comments.